I have the honor and privilege of being the Dean of Students at York County Community College, and I'm so proud to be here today. As we all gather here today, this is our first EMT graduation in this brand new gorgeous building. So I promise we're going to try to keep this short and sweet today, but we want to make sure that we celebrate and take the time to acknowledge the hard work that went in. We know the blood, sweat, and tears that you guys gave for the weeks on end. I know it's not easy. I've worked with Kevin for many years, so I know what you went through. And so before I came to the college 4 or 5 years ago, I actually did 29 years in law enforcement in York County. And it was always a dream to have this building built. So it's incredible to actually be standing here today and to be able to see the actual results that we're going to get out of it. And it's amazing if you get a chance to tour a little bit later upstairs, the area they worked in, it is truly not only some of the best within York County, it is the best within Maine, and very well maybe the best within all of New England. Having said that, if you haven't met our lead instructor, Kevin, where's Kevin? Kevin, give me a hand down. For anyone here that has been here supporting the students, your family, you have heard his name in some way. Probably late at night and some other words associated with it. Kevin is he is an experienced person. He's an amazing instructor. And it's true, you can actually teach an old dog new trick. And Kevin, I'm right there with you. One thing I walked in today is that you'll see there's a beautiful cake up there. And Kevin was talking about the new techniques and the new equipment here. And I said, Kevin, I think I actually hurt my wrist carrying this cake in today. Next thing you know, I've got a Band-Aid on my cheek. And I'm not sure what that did, but he also billed my insurance company at the exact same time. But honestly, it was a lot of hard work to get here. We truly, truly believe that you are York County graduates. You are York County Community College graduates. You are our alumni. You are our greatest ambassadors. We are incredibly proud of the effort and the work that you all put in and the work that you're going to do when you leave here. Like I said, when I did 29 years in law enforcement, I was trying to figure out the math. I had done some math right before I retired. I think I was on about 3,700 rescue calls in my career. So I saw the great work that I got done coming out of the rigs day in and day out. And literally, there's going to be a lot more wins than losses, but there's going to be days when you have losses as well. And there's one thing, when we went through our trainings, we always heard about the ABCs. And for you guys, it was airway, breathing, circulation. Police, it was ambulance before cruiser. So, but I will also say, and I saw this with Kevin when I watched him teach. The new thing is really, it's all about compassion. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind, if you are a student of Kevin, you are going to be incredibly compassionate with the patient that's in front of you. You are going to be incredibly compassionate to the family member that's there that you're worried about what's going on with their loved one. I also know because of Kevin, you're going to be incredibly compassionate to the person that is to your left and to your right. Because you are going to have losses. And you are going to have to take care of each other. And you are going to check in on each other. The other part of being a new dog in this, and way we do it much better today, is it's all about compassion for yourself. Give yourself some grace. Make sure you check in on yourself. Make sure you have safe outlets. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you allow your family to take care of you. Make sure you take care of yourself. This is an amazing building, but it was you that actually brought the building to life. It was the students, not the equipment, and we are incredibly proud. I want to just take a moment and recognize our workforce team, and Erica, and Michelle, and Teresa, and everybody that's here. Later, but Kevin, Cody, and Nikki, you guys want to recognize? I'm going to get out of the way so we can continue to proceed on. It is my pleasure to introduce Paul Perlman, who's the department chair from SMCC.
I said, come down and not a big deal. This is a huge deal. So my name is Paul Perlman. I'm a longstanding faculty member at SMCC. I work here in Biddeford and live in Hollis, where I was a captain out there. Got involved in education for myself, and then just kind of goes with life. I kind of doubt on the future of fire EMS. I've spent a lot of time going to conferences and talking to folks, and I truly love to see the spark people entering our industry and the various walks of life. So I Also became the program director on Friday and happened to come here and prepare a speech. Which is what we do in EMS, we have a DAC overcome. But in a very short time, being program director and having conversations with the faculty in this program, I've already heard wonderful things from different backgrounds of the students who are in the agency. I haven't actually met them right here. Okay. Can you around the So, I'm excited. I look forward to you going out there, becoming an EMT. Used to be a colleague, but that was the most exciting thing that I like about my still practicing paramedic. I'm still going to the hospital and running the students. They tell me about the exciting, cases that they've had and the differences they've made. It really is inspiring. And my few days and a few minutes back to the outstanding things about the work and how you came together. You're the first one in this fantastic facility and hopefully we're continuing to you are. And if I can assist you with that, I will turn it back over. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Baker. I was the lead instructor, Nikki. Without anyone says it's a team, that's really Nikki and Erica and the team behind me because I tell Paul this all the time. I'm a flip phone guy, so I come from the days when the ambulance was Cadillac. It's my impression of this group is that I'm so proud of them. They've come so far, right, Bill? Right? They've come so far. Then I met Brady and his girlfriend, wife. I'm lucky I remember her name. And he's losing his mind on Tuesday, like, I can't pass. And then he gets the highest score. It really. I'm going to just bank off with the Paul and Chris said. The family here, so I have to talk to you because they covered me for 16 weeks. I've done this job for a little over 40 years. And all I can say is this is a challenging group to teach, but you must be challenged yourself having to live with them 24/7. But as they say, this is a small field. You have 2 million firefighters. You have a little bit over 3 million law enforcement in the country. But EMS is only 200,000. So we're a small family. We need to lean on one another. We have good days. We have bad days. In all my career, I've had some bad days. Maybe that I could talk about. But overwhelmingly, I've been excited about my job and the people that I've missed. It's been really, I've never had a bad day that I said, gee, maybe we could point to 9/11. But other than that, we've had a great month. I've had a really fortunate run with EMS. You guys are going to, your families are going to have to recognize that you have good days and bad days. And as Chris said, you have to put some stuff in the pot and you're going to have to lean on each other. It's really important. This is a job that, there are good moments, and then that moment that isn't as pleasant as, hey, I can just hang up the phone and walk away. This is a job that you can see and you feel for many hours, days, that's for that. So I'm prepared. I think we prepared you, and I think you're perfectly prepared for this, right, Mario? Mario's another challenge in my group. Well, so, and lastly, I'm just going to let you families know that you need to support them because they're going to support you. And I can't just tell you, I wish I could, I was at the time. He wanted to here for Keegan, he did a great job. He challenged my teaching skills. And then there was this little page, But overall, I can tell you it was a great class. I was really there was always that time where I think maybe I could give someone else a seat, but I really enjoyed this group. I really did. And who's here is supposed to be talking to Rodney about our new gift. You come on up here for a minute? Being the first EMT class, 2026, class would like to marketing, so. They came up with this, they're on.
Yeah. The school eliminate to buy the first brick, first class to buy a brick out in the Florida and from Boston. So thank you for making this necessary.
What you want is. Hold on, decide what it's going to break. Okay, talk about land. Okay, great. Thank you. And
And honestly, like I said, I come from many years before. Buildings like training, church basements, the guy who had the biggest garage and who had the most splits. That was our, he meandered along until Roger was able to build this for us. But Charlie, who's sitting there in the corner, I seem to always forget that the Alphonse group really does a lot for EMS. And I have to personally say thank you for allowing us that opportunity to build those mannequins, buy those mannequins, and give the students an unbelievable education. I mean, the tools that we used to use to teach was archaic if you compare it to today. And you guys got really first time at that, we're doing a few hiccups, but we're gonna get better. And I hope you guys come back. I hope you come back to YCCC and do some EMT courses, some chemistry courses, and go to get your paramedic license and maybe nursing or respiratory therapy. But the world's open to you. I mean, if I was a little bit younger, I'd be kind of looking at, doing some stuff on a boat. We're having the Ebola crisis on the ocean. I'd like to be with doctors and with the borders and stuff like that. But you guys have this all this opportunity is there for you. You can work at any health, I'm just really excited. At the end of the day, I'm excited for you guys to do really well from the first day. I'm excited what's happening today. And I know personally, I've worked with any of them. I work really personally with any. I have no requirements at all. With that, I'm going to leave you, and we'll never see or hear from me again.
Yeah, good job. And thank you for the break. So and don't walk into the walkway, all the red bricks in the walkway. Well, those bricks intended to have those all engraved as a fundraiser for the facility here. So you go on our website and you order a brick. This EMT class is the first class brick that will be put on. So that's going to be a pretty cool thing. My name's Roger Cooper. I'm the director of the Regional Training Center. I've been involved in this project since 2021. So we've been 5 years getting all this put together. And what happened was York County received $43 million from the federal government as COVID relief money. We received that in the summer of 2022. The York County Commissioners voted to use that money for something that would be enduring, not just a flash in the pan. So with that $43 million, $20 million went to build this facility. Another $20 million is going to build the drug recovery center that you drove by on your way down here. So that's going to be a 54-bed inpatient drug rehab, substance abuse, behavioral health facility that'll probably be going online early next year. But that's what our county commissioners did with the money that the federal government gave us after COVID. The remaining $3 million that went to things like we bought a coastal bridge for York Harbor, Wells Harbor, and other also to do coastal resiliency as we build some of the dunes back and things like that, and the rest of the some other programs. But so we're in the York County Regional Training Center, which
We have spent the last 5 years planning it, constructing it, and finally we moved in this building. We took custody on December 19th. Our first class, convened on January 3rd, which was the firefighter 1 and 2 program, who right now we're upstairs in the computer lab taking their national registry exam. On January 6th, everyone guys pop up? January 6th? It's January 6th, we started our first basic EMT class. On January 9th, we did our first advanced EMT class, and they're about to graduate at the end of this month. And if you heard a little ruckus in the lobby a little while ago, that was the Reserve Police Academy leaving for the day. So, get them up, calm those guys in. But, a lot going on here. Since we opened on January 3rd, we have done over 1,500 student days in this facility. So we're averaging about 15 people a day with the last 100 days. We're off and running and a lot going on. Look at how we got here, but this a facility like this has been something that has been talked about my entire lifetime. I remember the junior fireman of Goodness Mills listening to the old timers of the day, and Bruce here is one of the old timers of the day back in the 70s. Talked a lot about something like this. And for this to actually become a reality is a generational open dream. So here we are, and it's a lot more work to do, but we've done a lot to get us to this point. A lot of people have been involved, from instructors to the county staff to the builders and et cetera, that have all been involved in going really community. I'm happy to be. I'm happy you all got to see this tonight, and we're having this ceremony here. And I guess we should have made the auditorium a little bigger. So we do have a very large room next door that you'll get a chance to see, but like Chris said, while you're here tonight, if you want to walk around the place, feel free. Just, like I say, there's an exam going on upstairs, but if you want to walk with the training bag or you want to take it out with only in that lab, that kind of stuff, please take a look. We have some very sweet equipment here that we're very fortunate to have. Okay, it's enough about this. You all. Thank you for what you did. I think at the beginning of your program, I mentioned to you about making your community better. And we recall that one time. So go do that. You all have the skills. Not to quote a bad movie, but you have a special set of skills. The average person doesn't cast. And like we were talking earlier, you're on an airplane or you're in a hike through the woods, and all of a sudden, well, you want to work. What's the key? So the other thing you all did that I don't think you really on that is when we opened this place up and when we were talking about running classes here, there was some resistance in the community college system that we weren't ready. We had just, we spent our Christmas vacation moving everything in here, get the lab open, right? Yeah. But there was a lot of resistance and a lot of things that were looking off the ground in time to go to the platform. And really, I mean, it actually results too. The support behind it happened, but if you all didn't show up to class every day and we prove this is going to work, it wouldn't work. And what you've done is you've got to prove that the relationship between the county and the community college is going to work. And we're off. I mean, we'll bring it there. Thank you for your commitment and sticking to it and getting it done. You really came the way people come behind it. I hope you come back here, take the advanced class, take the FNO class, take the CDHs, which I believe is working diligently on building up the CDH program. Make use of this place. I hope someday you all come back here. Thank you. We did.
There are a couple of student speakers that actually talk about the experience that they went through here. Laura Calhoun and Ray Monday. So
Natasha has already kind of fun.
Hey everyone, I'm Laura Calhoun, proud to be part of the first class here, graduating in this building. It's been a real honor to be here. I do want to thank on behalf of the class, Kevin and Macy, Cody, Natasha, Carrie, very careful. Hunter, I see Hunter, Noah, and Tina. We had really fabulous instructors come in. They were very patient. We couldn't find places on the meeting. For like another 3 weeks, like it's not there, it's not alive, I can't find it. We finally found it, and don't get me started on blood pressure. I think we all inflated. People are way too high. It's first many purple, but they were really patient with us tonight. They really carried us through this journey. A lot of this is so new to us. And, the advanced students, people in the field have been working, and we're like brand new organizations. It's like, what is going on? So the learning curve, like he said, right? So I thought a lot about, like being in EMS, being behind the scenes. We're getting ready to go into now. This like doesn't have built-in language. It's not. We don't have sexy TV shows about like the emergency department and firefighters and like law enforcement. We're like a huge critical step in pre-hospital care, right? That first step is so important. And we really start that continuum of care. It's us, right? That's what we learn through our instructors. And so part of what I do want to formally thank some people who really did support us when we're behind the scenes. The Harold Alphon Foundation, thank you. This would not have been possible for me as a student to go through this program. Having each other available for us is just really amazing. Change the trajectory of my job, and I can speak for all the students here too. So thank you.
Yeah.
Like she would come in before lectures, she gave us pep talks, she always made sure that we needed anything that we knew she was accessible and we could go to her. So really, thank you so much for being there. We don't have TV shows made about EMS. We do have Night Watch, which I did watch all 47 seasons of it over 2 weeks. And shout out to my husband, Zach, for not forcing me because I just owned this. But thanks again. It's a huge honor to be in this facility. Great programs. I'm really proud to have graduated from this. So thank you.
I'm not a off the dome kind of person, so I really will speak. That being said, thank you, Roger, for everything, everyone involved, for building all the resources, the training, items we needed for this. It is a very special day for accomplishment for all of us. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank Kevin. Our instructor Kevin, dedication, patience, knowledge, and commitment is making us what we will be going forward. You challenged us to think critically, pushed us mentally, and prepared us for the responsibilities that come with serving all of our communities. Also, thank you for sharing your experience and your stories. Short form, and it wrapped up for the profession. And the 3 words that will stick with me this entire class is medicine. So the classmates here, you came from different backgrounds, career experiences, and age groups. Together we study, we practice skills, challenge one another, encourage one another, we learn how to take vitals. Perform assessments, manage emergencies, and master the art of trying to look calm while our instructor silently watch us get a blood pressure. To the families and friends, thank you for your unwavering support. You stood by us through all the studying, stressful tasks, countless hours away from home, and some of you were unwillingly volunteers taking vitals, doing patient assessments, and hearing a scale of 1 to 10, raise your hands. So thank you for your encouragement.
and backing us along the way. And as we leave here, we carry the responsibility to serve our communities. We've learned some great skills, some great knowledge, and built a lot of confidence. We also learned that every scenario sometimes starts with you arrive on the scene or scene safe. Thankfully, today there's no partial exams, no surprise scenarios, and no one is grading our patient's benefits. Again, congratulations on everyone completing time. And also, if anyone's feeling lightheaded, you have to tap life.
Thank you very much. You can tell today, I'm doing the impression those of us who retired today after it's not way too long. So, it is now my pleasure to introduce Kevin and Roger to come back up for the actual pinning and certificates presentation.
So let me see how neat it's trying to, I think they have been short because they still don't know their names. Sure how this happened. Stacy. Oh. Okay, Ella. If you're in York Beach, I was gonna take care of you on the beach and the head lifeguard. You got this right, William. I'll have a heart attack. Okay.
Next moment. Yes, you did. It's real.
That's what fall out here. Right. Veteran, under Bravo, internal. Congratulations. Look at you. Oh, Bridget. You saw the file, right? Thank you. Amanda. Hey. Hey. This is right.
Great, Mary.
Make it happen, yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Catherine. Emily. We come from the dark side, from the state ward. Laura. Hey, Caleb. Money industry. Mario. Everybody.
Thank you. Congratulations to the graduates. One more large round of applause. It's my pleasure now to introduce Charlie Collins, who's the Executive Director for Workforce with the Maine Community Colleges. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the guests and your family here, my name is Charlie Collins. I represent our community college system and in this case, the Harold Alpine Foundation, who have really since 2020 been funding short-term training all over the state. And when I go around the state to meet classes and congratulate them, one of the things I talk about is the three-legged stool, and you're seeing it here tonight. You're seeing obviously the students that take out one of those letters. You're seeing your family and your friends behind it who are the support system, this number of students. And you're seeing a couple of outstanding institutions in the SMTC faculty as well as the York County Community College coming together to make up that third leg for that school. But now in York County, I'm going to have to add a fourth leg for the school because Broadford, this facility, just made up that fourth leg. And it's really the power of the partnerships. We can all take our lane and do our thing and compete, but that's not happening. So I really want to congratulate the institutions, the students, the families, and this facility. Thanks again. Thank you for recognizing behind the scenes for people like me for making their resources to do this. But you bore a cost, it's all your time, and that's an opportunity for us. You all could have chosen to do something else. You could have all chosen to take your time and go in a different industry. But this is an industry that needs you. This is a state that needs you. And if you look at our demographics, and I'm one of them, in the next 10 years, there will be calls where I hope an ambulance shows up. I hope a dedicated trained EMT shows up to help me and my team. So one more time, thank you for making that choice and using your opportunity costs to do this. I'm here to stand between you and a lot of hate. So for that, congratulations. And I look forward to hearing more about your successes. Go out and wish you all.
Well,